In Resident Evil 7, you play as Ethan Winters, who receives a message from his wife. Nothing wrong about that, but she's been dead for 3 years. He drops everything and heads to Louisiana to find his wife in this lovely derelict house. In about 3 minutes, he finds his wife and sets her free. They look for an exit together, but suddenly Mia becomes possessed and amongst other things cuts off Ethan's hand. What a lovely wife. Being the total badass that Ethan is, he kills his own wife with a hatchet. It turns out that logic doesn't really work in this environment, as Ethan's hand is stapled back on and Mia is seemingly unkillable. Ethan is captured by the Baker family consisting of Jack, wife Marguerite, son Lucas and daughter Zoe. Oh, and there's also old Aunt Rhodey who just sort of sits there, all old and decrepit. The family is suffering from some sort of infection that we have to get to the bottom of. After freeing himself from their clutches, Ethan discovers that Zoe is also trying to escape and informs Ethan that Mia is still alive and there is a serum which can cure both Mia and Zoe. Off Ethan trots to locate the arm of a dead child and also a fetus too, because we all know that those ingredients make the best serums possible. All of this is happening with the continual fear that Jack is near, or Marguerite, or one of those bloody black goo monsters called the Moulded, who are most probably going to murder us at any second. We finally get the better of Marguerite, even though she has vagina insects, and Ethan thinks Jack is a goner too, after cutting him in half and watching his entrails cover the floor. Long story short, Ethan finds the serum ingredients and passes them on to Zoe, who makes a potential cure with a food blender in about 8 seconds. We don't question this because video games. Ethan receives the 2 serum vials, but out of nowhere, Jack Baker returns, who now looks like this. He tries one last time to defeat our hero. Zoe informs us that if Ethan uses the serum on Jack, it will kill him, as he is now so infected that he will overdose and die. Guess what? She's right, and Jack is now dead. Forever. He's gone. Hopefully. Now it's time to make a decision. You've already used one of the vials, so you can either cure your wife, the person you actually came here for, or you can choose Zoe, who looks to be a biochemical mastermind who helped you your entire journey. Whoever you pick, Zoe will die, and after your little rowing boat crashes, you now fill the boots of Mia on a wrecked tanker somehow hidden for all this time. Mia is now treated to flashbacks from a young child called Evelyn. Eventually, we realise that Mia is working for an unnamed corporation who are creating a new bioorganic weapon, and this little girl, she is the first. For those Resident Evil fanatics, she is officially one of the E-series bioweapons capable of infecting people with psychotropic mold, which allows her to control her victims. Whew. As Evelyn is a little girl, all she wanted was her family, and that explains her hold over the Bakers and her prospective mommy, Mia. Depending on who you chose earlier on, Mia will attack you until you shove a crowbar through her chest, or she'll simply sacrifice herself as you run away like the man you are. Ethan then discovers a hidden laboratory inside a salt mine and creates a toxin to battle Evelyn. In the final twist of the game, Evelyn is revealed to be none other than Aunt Rhodey. Yes, the decrepit old woman with no purpose to the plot until this very moment. Ethan stabs her with the toxin and causes Evelyn to mutate into a freakishly large monster. Luckily, a military helicopter arrives and tosses Ethan a gun, which so happens to be the only way you can kill this final boss. Your nightmare is now over, but who was your saviour? It's only Chris Bloody Redfield. For the record, I don't know if Bloody is his middle name, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
I'm Redfield.
If you cured Mia earlier in the story, she'll be with you as you fly away. But if you chose Zoe, you'll have one last look at your wife on your phone before you throw it out of the helicopter because she was not the gal for you. Oh shit! What is that on the helicopter? It's the Umbrella logo! What could this mean? I'm sure we'll find out soon enough when Chris Redfield returns in the free Not a Hero DLC, which we'll definitely break down in our next episode. Chris will most likely be hunting down Lucas Baker, who made a break for it earlier in the game. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. Please drop us a like and maybe think about subscribing too. We need more people like you around here. I'll see you next time.